Hey guys, welcome to a GXPT Lounge update here on the channel, and we're going to talk the Piggy Bank and the Pigs token version 2 very quickly. And I'm not going to drag this one out, just put it straight to the point. And Forex has been in the Animal Farm chat today, and he's gave us a bit of an update of what's going to happen going forward. So I'll just read out what he's been saying. And he came into the Animal Farm chat and put hoping that we can start having people send in their V1 pigs and pigs LP tomorrow. So if you have any V1 tokens in your wallet, guys, this is not Forex me now. Make sure you get those sent in. We don't have an address to send things into yet, but I'm assuming at some point tomorrow we'll hear from the team and we'll get an address to send the tokens to, and they should be replaced with the version 2 pigs and pigs LP. So if you've got pigs LP as well, that's not in the piggy bank, you need to send those ones in. It goes on to say everything else is the same, just early buyers will have less price impact, meaning people who got in after them got a better exchange rate and people will have the ability to compound small stakes. That's on about the the piggy bank, sorry. So if you got in early, you'll still get a advantage for getting in early, but not as big. And the people that came after you will get a better exchange rate because the big botter has not got 22% of the supply this time. The farms and pools are not changing. You can keep your money inside them, and you don't have to do anything for the piggy bank to start off again. It'll just start back up. That's what he says there. And then he goes on. He's got a long message about the code. It goes on to say, as usual, all our code works perfectly. This was not an issue with our code. The issue we had is due to the same launch metrics as Drip Garden, but Drip Garden didn't get botted by snipers buying 500,000 at launch. If people would have just used the contract normally, none of this would have happened or been an issue. Of course, I knew sniping would likely be an issue, so I suggested before launch that we increase the seeding amount by my partner brought up that if we increase it too much, it would make it worse for smaller users because the whole cost of buying a piglet would be higher and you need to be able to buy a whole piglet to compound. Because our countdown to launch was ticking down and we felt we needed to make a quick decision, we felt the safer decision would be to go with what worked with Drip Garden. It's a major lesson learned. We'll never set a launch date until everything is 100% done, so we don't feel pressured to make a decision. If we had one more day, or even extra hours, we would have realized the answer was to start with a higher seeding amount and increase the piglet supply relative to truffles. This way, it never costs more than a fraction of a cent to buy a whole piglet. Lessons learned. We did have protocols to prevent a disaster, which has been put in place, and we will move forward better from the lessons learned. So I believe when Piggy Bank starts up again, the truffle price will be much lower now. So the amount of piglets per dollar is going to be a different ratio. I believe it was something like $70 before or something like that. It's going to be a lot less. So there'll be a higher supply, which means the piglet price will be lower, which means for the smaller users, you'll be able to compound more regularly because obviously you'll get a lot more truffles a lot faster because you'll have more piglets for your money. So that's good for the community, I think. I mean, it's not live. Well, it is live, but you can't do anything with it. It took me a while to get to the feed piglet rate on these two accounts, and this one's not even reached it yet. So these time locks that are in place on these accounts, if the piggy bank would have stayed the same. Sorry for my speech, guys. If it would have stayed the same, I would have lost out on the bonuses on some days because I can't compound every day. And by the way, if you are in this, you can't sell your truffles and you can't feed your piglets. So that's what Forex has said. So at some point tomorrow, we'll be sending in tokens and we'll have till Tuesday to do that. and after that we should be good to go with the farm and the piggy bank as well. So if you've got anything in the piggy pen, you'll have to take those out. So you'll have to take whatever you've got out in here and send them off to get your V2 tokens. I believe that's the case. If that's not the case, I'll find that out tomorrow. And I don't know if you've got to do anything with your harvest pigs that you've got in the farms. So if you're in a pool where you're getting pigs, you're earning pigs on your drip BUSD or your dogs BUSD. I did ask in the animal farm chat about that, but I didn't get an answer just yet. So that's that. Just a quick look at drip before we go. You can see the price has pretty much stayed around 55 all day. It's come down a little bit, which has been very stable. 55 all day. That's been good for my garden. As you can see, I've been able to hold my ground today with the LP ratio. Slightly up, LP wise, slightly down, value wise. But you can look at the chart here, you can just see a bit of an uptick starting here. So I'm hoping the price will stay pretty stable, as you can see. And a good sign is that's not a good sign. Good sign is the reward prices start to even out. So this is your plant price, so to say. When you hit 2.5 million seeds, you can see it's had this big downtrend, and the reward prices flattened off a bit today, which is great. And we could be seeing a bottom for the contract balance. It's just ticked up in my last few compounds, so that might be a good sign. Hopefully we see this balance go back up. And that's it for this one. I'll let you know when I know about what's going to happen tomorrow, and I'll see you on the next video, guys.